However, homeownership comes with a lot of responsibilities. And sometimes I think that we don't really pay much attention to the responsibilities that actually comes with home ownership. So we find ourselves talking a lot to home buyers or renters or anybody in general that we want to become homeowners. We find ourselves having that conversation about becoming a homeowner. And I think sometimes the conversation does not go far enough. Sometimes we just stop on you need to become a homeowner, and we tell them all the benefits of becoming a homeowner, but we don't tell them about the responsibility. We don't tell them about what happens after you become a homeowner. We don't tell them that, your taxes might go up, or insurance might go up, or your escrow might be short. And because your escrow is short or was short, you might have to come up with a lump sum of money to pay that off, or your mortgage is going to go up. We don't tell them things like once you buy the house, the responsibility of repairs or maintenance falls on you and not landlord or not your lender, not your realtor. And I think it's a conversation that we should have. We should take this conversation further. That way, people are more prepared when they're buying a house. And for that reason, I wanted to talk about why every homeowner should have an emergency fund. If you're new here, my name is Josett Gamble. I am a local real estate agent right here in Tampa, Florida, with Agile Group Realty. I love helping people and turning renters into homeowners. If you've not yet subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do that. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. Let's jump into why every homeowner should have an emergency savings fund. When we're talking about emergency, we're talking about if something breaks. We're talking about if if there's sickness. We're talking about if you lose your job. We're talking about if a family member needs help or something. That is what I'm talking about. Having that emergency fund so that when something happens, you're not digging into or cutting into your mortgage payment. You are not falling behind, and you are not feeling the strain of home ownership. I know we always tell you save for a down payment. All fine and good, you should do that. But once you close on that house, once you've already saved, you saved for the down payment. Now you bought the house, you paid all your expenses that came with purchasing the home. Now that you're in the house, what do you do after the fact? I believe it's very important for you to find that out. So let's jump right into it. If you have questions, guys, put it in the comment. I would love to answer them. Just love to know what your thoughts are on this topic as well. So I believe that every homeowner should have at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved, plus um, emergency fund or a separate fund for home repairs. You're saving 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It's not like um, you're doing repairs every month, right? So I would like you to probably have that separate, have your emergency fund, but then also have that separate fund just for repairs, so that when the AC breaks and you have to replace that, you are going into that separate fund. Or when the plumbing breaks, you're going into that. Or when there is a leak in the roof, you're going through that. I know we have the misconception that we have homeowners insurance, and so if something breaks, the insurance is going to cover that. But insurance sometimes does not cover certain things in your home, and especially sometimes depending on how these things got damaged, Your insurance company is not going to pay for that. If anybody have ever tried to file an insurance claim, you know how difficult it is. You know how they give you the runaround because they really don't want to pay out. So I believe that you should separate from having home insurance. You should have a home repair fund actually. So let's see what are some of the things that your insurance actually covered, just so that you know. Insurance will cover the physical structure of your home, including the walls, the roof, the floors, the foundation. In case of damage caused by covered perils, remember it has to be covered by your insurance for them to, even think about fixing it or giving you the money to do it. Things like fire, storm, vandalism, or a fallen tree. It typically doesn't cover flood or earthquake damages unless you have additional coverage. Now, where do you want to keep this emergency fund? Now, your emergency fund should not be under your bed. You should keep your emergency fund in a high yield savings account or just a regular savings account, but I don't think you should have your emergency fund under your bed or in a tin or in a can somewhere, okay? Make sure, because if you know what that thing is, it is too easy to just go in there and use it and like, oh, I'll put it back. Keep it away where you cannot see, where you don't have easy access to it. Okay, not that you won't have easy access to it if it's in the saving funds, but at least you probably would think twice if it's actually in a savings fund. I just had to replace my AC. Cost me over $5,000, but that was because I got a deal. But if you don't get a deal like me, sometimes it can be 10, it can be 15, it can be 11. They can be high. So you want to make sure that you are saving in case that happens. Your insurance is not going to buy you a new AC, even though you have house insurance. They're not going to buy your new AC. Okay. Plumbing issues like, the toilet breaks, something is going on, that you have money to cover that, or a leak in the roof, that you have money to cover that. Sometimes just because you have a leak in the roof, even if your roof is covered by insurance, sometimes that does not necessarily mean that they're going to repair it or replace it. There's nothing worse than being in a situation where you feel like stuff in your house, they're breaking down and you don't have the ways and the means how to fix them. Okay. So even if you don't get home warranty when you're closing on the house, even after you close on the house, you can still get a home warranty. I love the idea of home warranties because if something breaks, if it's covered under the home warranty, you have a better chance of being able to repair it. So when you get your AC, that's under warranty. The water heater, that's warranty. Even your appliances, that's warranty. So the things that you can cover on the home warranty, utilize that, make good use of it so that if they do break, you have a way to replace them or to repair them. Your 3 to 6 month living expenses is really for if you lose your job and something happens and you can't go to work, you're sick or something like that, that you still have at least 3 to 6 months to figure things out, maybe get another job, maybe come up with another plan of how you're going to generate income in your home. So you don't want to be taking from your living expense to do repairs in the house. So have a separate account for expenses. Unless you just have a lot of money and they can all stay in one thing, then that's fine. If sickness doesn't give you a warning, sometimes even a job loss doesn't really give you a warning. The things that break down in your house doesn't really give you a warning. So you want to be prepared if something should happen. It's important to have a separate repair fund. Living expenses is your mortgage. You want to have 6 months worth of that. So if your mortgage is $1,000, you want to have $6,000 saved because that's 6 months worth of paying mortgage. It means your light bill, your water bill, gas, groceries, things like that. That's living expensive. Your bills, that's living expensive. Emergencies and repairs, they don't happen every day. That's why you need a separate fund for them. It's important to have them separate so that you look in your account and you have $6,000 and you're like, ooh, I have $6,000, I can do this. But that $6,000 is $6,000 worth of mortgage. If you pull from the mortgage, your mortgage is going to be short, or you're going to miss a month, and then issues are going to start happening, and we don't want you to have issues. So that's why we're saying make sure that you're putting your emergency fund in a savings somewhere that you don't have easy access to it, so that when something happens, you do have the money to fix it without having to go borrow from your emergency fund. There is a difference again between home warranty and home insurance. So don't just leave with the mindset that I do have home insurance so that, if something breaks, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine, not fine. I do recommend that you get home warranty so that if things in the house breaks, AC, water heater, your appliances break, that you have warranty that covers them, which makes it a little bit easier on your pocketbook if they're actually covered by the warranty. Insurance companies are not covering your AC, they're not covering your fridge, they're not covering that. Make sure that you are saving diligently. And for some of you, I know it's going to take a while. I know this video is probably scaring you because you're like, ooh, I need 6 months worth of living expenses. A little by little. That's how you save it. A little by little. You don't take your whole paycheck and put it away and say, oh, unless you can afford to do that. And say, oh, you still have to live day to day. But if you save a little, just as you budgeted for the down payment, just as you were diligent in saving to make sure you had that 10,000 or that 20,000 or whatever amount that you needed for that house to close on it, continue to do that so that you have something, shoot something break. It breaks my heart when people call me and say, well, Josette, I had this one client call me for everything. And I had to keep reminding him that you are now a homeowner. You are not a renter anymore. And I was really nice to him. I actually helped him out a lot. But I'm saying that to tell you, once you buy the house, that the responsibility of keeping the house, keeping the upkeep of the house, maintaining the house, taking care of things if they break, that falls on you. So keep saving. Have that mindset that I want to be in a position that if something breaks, it does not break me, right? If something breaks, I don't have to go borrow from my friends and my family to fix it. That I have a way and a means to do it. So save little by little. However, whatever you use to come up with your down payment, when you were saving for it, just continue that. I know most people deplete their savings because they use everything to put down. And once that is gone, then they have nothing. They're really just stretching it to make that monthly payment. And I don't want that to be you. Okay. I want you to be able to pay your mortgage. I want you to have that 6 months savings for daily expensive living expenses, and then I want you to have a separate fund for repairs, because it's going to happen. It's a house. They break, things break. It's like a car. Things break after a while. They only last so long. But if you take care of them and you do the daily maintenance of that house, it's going to last you a lot longer, and it will save you money in the long run. So again, if you enjoy this enjoy this give me a like or thumbs up. Share this video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for a lot of down payment assistance and all that good stuff, and you don't want to miss it if you're not subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and if you have questions, put them in the comment. If there's anything else you'd like me to talk about, put that in the comments. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on some of the things that I'm saying and what you want to hear more of. You never know. I might make a video just for you because you want to hear about it. Okay. Again, I'm your girl, Josett Gamble. I am a local real estate agent right here in Tampa, Florida. If you or your friends or anybody if you guys are looking to make the move, feel free to reach out. I would love to help you out. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.